This was our life now. We're van lifers.
When you're in here and the door's shut and it's all like steam, it's like being in a little spa.
I feel it's sort of like taking us out of the rat race.
You could literally save like 95% of our wages.
This is the inside of the truck. Come on in.
Well done, Mike. Yeah.
Welcome to my crib.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're meeting up with Mike and Trish, who are living full-time in a converted horse box.
It's really cool and unique on the inside, so definitely stick around for the full tour. And let us know in the comments what you think of the video, and if you do like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up because it really helps our channel out. Back to it.
We're Mike and Trish. This is our converted horse box. We've been living in here for about a year now.
I got a food van about 11 years ago, and then after COVID it got super busy and I couldn't sort of deal with it on my own, so Mike said, why don't we do it together? And then after about 6 months we still decided actually it was just stressing us out, so we decided that we wanted to go travelling.
When we'd met, Trisha sort of straight away, she said, I want to live in a van. That was her sort of goal in life, is to live in a van and travel. So she wanted to sell the business. We
tried to sell it and it just wasn't going to plan, was it? And then this couple approached us about renting it and we were like, yeah, sod it. So we went for it. And we had 6 months. We did 2 months in Scotland and then we did Yorkshire, Lake District, Cornwall.
Wales.
And then it was apparent it wasn't going to work, so we had to come back. And then we just decided that we still enjoyed living in the van though. So we didn't want to go back to the flat.
We literally this was our life now. We're van lifers, so to speak. So we were so comfortable with living like this that we decided to carry on. So once we got the business back, we literally just parked up next to it and we're just like, let's just see how it goes.
It's worked out really well as well. Like, it's where we are on. It's an industrial estate, but it's, you know, when we're sat in and we're looking for our little window, it's just like trees and stuff. You can't tell. And at the weekend, it's so peaceful. Yeah. The food truck's been there for like, oh God knows how many years. I've had it 11. That's sort of static. And then we've got like a grass area with tables and chairs. And then we park our van next to that.
Why wouldn't you just move back into a flat, and why would you choose to live in a van?
For me, it's like, I find it claustrophobic. Living in here, I feel way more sort of outdoor, like connected to outdoors. We could sunbathe in our front room, like literally just lie on the sofa and sunbathe. Yeah.
We've been sat here, like, sun's been beaming in and we're watching the telly.
Yeah, whereas...
So you get the tan while you're watching the telly, it's really weird. This is a horse box. It's a LT35 2.8 TDI engine. We've owned it for about 2.5 years. We've lived in it for about a year now.
It was semi-converted, like the panel, like the hard work had been done really, hadn't it? And it was white. Well, it was like an off grey. It was pretty minging, to be fair.
We wrapped it over a weekend at our friend's unit. Just went hell for leather, got the spray gun out, just slapped it on, job done.
So how much did you buy it for, and how much did it cost you to convert?
Oh.
Well, I think we made a few mistakes along the way, so that's important to put out there. But I think we paid, what, 18?
17.5 paid for it. It was in good shape though. It'd been done to a really high standard, but it wasn't 100% converted, but it had everything there to go. This is the cab, this is my garage, where I keep all my tools. Dog generally sleeps in here if we're out. Obviously if it's too hot, we'll put them in the back. Got a reverse camera there, batteries are under here. All of my MPP controller there, fuses, everything, all the power comes from this part here, and a DC to DC charger in there as well. We got some bunting here from when we got married. Yeah, we chucked a window in, give us a little bit more light in the bedroom.
Yes, so, it's super dark in there.
It actually works really well for us because you can look out the window of your bed and
get some cute little pictures out of that window as well, like just this little circle of a view. It really frames your sort of outdoors really nicely.
Yeah, so it's our little entrance to the van. All the stairs out.
So this is the bit where obviously I assume they loaded the horses in. When it's like that, it's like it couldn't be more open, but a lot of the time in England you can't have it like that because the weather just doesn't permit.
We like the colour, you know, like nice dark colour, hides all the blemishes. Takes a battering. That's an external tap if we want to just drain off some water. I chucked a reversing camera on just to give us a bit more sight, because your vision behind this is literally zero. We've got your water feed in. That's our boiler. So that's where the exhaust is for that. Got a brighter reverse light here. Again, just give us a bit more vision.
So they're the original windows, are they?
Yeah, everyone thinks it was a prison van because of the bars.
Yeah.
So that's how she got her name, Madge.
Originally it was Her Majesty, and then it's
because
sort
of Her
shortened down to
Majesty's
Madge.
pleasure sort of thing, because everyone thought it was a prison thing. So
Yeah.
now she's called Madge because of the bars. Makes it look like a prison van. But yeah, they were there already when we got it.
Yeah, we got these wheels from Rogue Alloy. Obviously got the general grabber tyres, gives us a bit more sort of grip on the road, I guess. Not that it's an off-roading van. We do take it off-road now and again. It's got a solar panel. I couldn't tell you what it is, but
It was already up
seems
there.
to work right.
Just the one?
Yeah, just one. On a good day we get about 10, 11 amps, and it replenishes what we use. So, but other than that, we've got a DC to DC charger off the alternator, so that's 30 amp, and that really does, you know, replenish the batteries and charge them up pretty quick. If I just go off 12 volt, that's with a fridge running constant, telly, you know, we'll use a tablet, we'll charge our phones, might chuck the speaker on. We're using about 5% of an evening, so we'll get a little bit of charge off, you know, the solar with driving. Just that literally puts it back within bloody.
So how long can we stay off grid then?
If we had good energy coming off the sun, it would be indefinite. We got an internal water tank.
It's a bit of a contentious one, isn't that?
Yeah,
where you drop your water off and stuff like that.
We had a waste tank that got clogged up.
It kept getting
straight
blocked,
away.
so Mike just chopped it off. And now, you know, people wash their cars in the streets with multiple chemicals and stuff, and no one bats an eyelid. We'll have a shower with, you know, an eco-friendly product. We'll do a bit of washing up. It's minimal, and it, you know, goes out the back. And
yeah, we're discreet.
But you do sort of, yeah, you do.
We don't
just be
dump our
sensible
water
about where
in
you
a
do
car
it and
park
stuff.
in
Yeah,
front of
like
everyone.
try and back up over a bit of grass or whatever. Or if not, we'll empty it into a bucket and then get rid of it that way. But you do sort of feel like, you know, you should be doing it another way.
It's like,
it just feels a bit
if
awkward.
you go camping and you do the washing up, you do it in a bowl,
fling it in the
you
edge,
throw it
don't
in
you?
the edge. Yeah. It's no different really. So we're not obvious. We don't go in a car park and just chuck it on the floor in Tesco's or something. And we're just discreet about it, and we, you know, we're respectful to the area that we're in. We don't. It's not like we're taking a dump in the corner, you know, like.
Don't think that'll go in, Mike.
I feel it's sort of like taking us out of the rat race. Like when we're working and we're pulling money in, our outgoings are literally zero.
It's definitely taken the pressure off of having to feel like you've got to go and earn that money to like pay for your bills and stuff. Like if we have a quiet week on the van, which it's pretty steady, isn't it, the income on the van? But if we have a quiet week, it doesn't matter because we're just, you know, we're in our van next to it. We've got our solar or whatever, and we've got access to water, which is really handy. We've got everything we need, and we don't want for anything, you know, and we don't need the money to do that. So it's really taken the pressure off of feeling like you have to get up and go to work every day.
We've sort of flipped it on its head now. You know, all our money's essentially our own. So it's definitely a way better way of living, for sure.
Yeah. You could literally save like 95% of our wages a week if we didn't want to do anything, if we didn't want to go out and do something at the weekend.
The only outgoings really are modifications to the van, you know, like...
Mike's always finding something to modify on the van or a gadget or something to buy.
Yeah, I mean, my thought process is that what I would pay on rent, I'm quite happy to pay in the van. So I'm literally like every month chucking money at it. I want it to be a comfortable place to live and still have that sort of like the housey feel and not being sort of squashed up in a van, and you know, just I want it to be nice and enjoyable for us.
I think my favourite thing is it's the freedom. It's got to be.
It's literally
and just
right
being
in front of
outside.
us now,
it's
isn't
like,
it?
yeah, like the ability to just be living so close to the outdoors, whereas I felt really closed in the flat. I hate that feeling of being stuck in one place, and I want to.
I find
be able to move.
it quite bizarre because we've got like a diesel heater in there, and it's so efficient that like It's literally warmer than a house, even on the lowest setting. One day it's like -10, it's like a blizzard, just really hammering down. I open the door and it's just like, Jesus, cold out there. I shut the door and it's like so nice and cozy and warm in here. It's like, oh, that's so
Yeah,
good.
it is really connected to the outside, isn't it? I think that's my favourite part of it.
Yeah.
What's your favourite part? I think your favourite part is being able to see how much solar power you're getting.
I do.
And speed tests on internet. Literally every time, you're obsessed with it, aren't you? And then we've got a friend who've got a van and they've got so, and they're just like pinging backwards and forwards to each other, like, how much have you got this week? And what solar are you getting? And this, that and the other.
Yeah, I like the sort of gadgety stuff. I know the Instagram lifestyle sort of portrays it into being this sort of amazing thing, park ups, views, which it does happen, but you've also got, like, you pull into a car park, it's full of mud, you put your foot out the door, you're literally like swamped in mud, and you've got to take the dog for a wee and he gets covered in mud. You got to try and not drag it back in the van, you know, and like you'll be parked up against the bush at sometimes, you know, like it literally,
especially
like
down where we are, like
yeah,
Cornwall way. If you want to travel down there, it's very hard to find.
It's sort of
decent park ups, really.
It's more laybys down there, and then you can go off and do your bits in a day and get a decent park up during the day, but in the night it's all restricted. This is the inside of the truck. Come on in.
Well done, Mike. Wow.
Welcome to my crib.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We didn't do it all ourselves. We bought it. It was fairly done, but we've sort of extended it, modified it.
We extended the bed because it was sort of up to here at first, where that bit is.
It's more of a single, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tiny. The people that had it before us were tiny, so it was suited them, but we was like, yeah, it's not going to work for us. This is our dirty washing goes in there. That's Mike's and my cupboard.
Yeah.
And then our bed's a small double now.
We got our TV.
That's our downstairs TV.
Yeah,
that's our upstairs TV.
That's upset. And we got a movie screen there.
Yeah, a projector that pulls down it.
If you pull this down, and then you've got a projector just there. So that gives us a nice little movie night. My bodyboards, I'm into my surfing. I've been for quite a long time. Yeah, this is our 240 inverter. I try not to use it because when you're inverting power it just seems to use more, so I've made everything work off 12 volts. We got a 12 volt TV, got a few USB sockets here, there's a couple down there.
The diesel heater's under here.
So the control panels there.
These are little cutouts so we can get up into bed.
Yeah, we've put a bar up there so you can
hold on to it because it was quite hard before. And yeah, so we've got a crawl through space which was here already. It's quite handy if you're stuck in traffic, you want to go to the toilet or make a coffee. My mum made us some curtains for it.
Just a few bits of storage here.
This is Mike's storage, these four, and the four behind you
she's taken
are mine.
mine.
So he's are full of gadgets and spanners and stuff, and mine's got all my makeup and cream and girly stuff in.
This is our settee. We just thought a settee would be ideal then. It's not actually that heavy, it's about 30 kilos.
It's a bit of a home comfort, isn't it, in the van? It's more than capable for both of us, especially if you take these off. It's pretty roomy, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we first bought it, none of this was here, and it had a log burner that was about this tall, and it was so hot that you literally couldn't stand in the kitchen if it was on, and I burnt myself multiple times. Yeah. And then it almost set fire to us. I'd fallen asleep and Mike was like, Trish, I think we've got a fire. I opened the bathroom door and there was just smoke everywhere. And the heat had been transferring through the tiles and burning the wood behind it, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So that was a really close call. And then Mike after that was like, I'm not keen to have the fire in it. So we got rid. I said, okay, we'll get rid of it if I can have a larder. So that's why I got a larder now instead. That was like the trade-off.
We've got 6 kilo gas bottle in here. We've got a boiler in here, so that gives us hot water. Our water tank is actually in between the bathroom. It's actually boxed in. I think it's around 150 litres, but we never carry that much water. It literally, like, it feels like you're driving a tank. And you're already driving a tank.
It's a fully functioning little kitchen, isn't it? I mean, you've got the fridge.
Yeah, we got a little
Dometic
fridge. Got a nice copper sink here.
I mean, the oven can be a bit small, a bit slow, but other than that, it's like cooking in the food van, really.
Yeah, it serves us well, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is the bathroom. got a rain shower in there. Get a good 4-minute shower out of it, don't we?
Yeah.
It gets really hot. That's where the water tank is. So, and various items, buckets and whatnot. When you're in here and the door's shut and it's all like steam, it's like being in a little spa. So it's quite nice. What do we do for a toilet, Mike?
We've got a bivy loo.
A bivy loo.
A bivy loo.
So yeah,
So-
like the bag type.
That's
Yeah.
our emergency.
I think we probably use public toilets the most, don't we? We've got the bivy loo if we get caught short, but most of the time there's enough toilets around to do what you got to do. That's where we keep our paddle boards, in this cupboard here. That just hooks off. This is Mike's chair for when, because I tend to lay on the sofa and watch films and he sits on the chair. By choice, I will add. I don't just like make him sit on the crappy chair.
I'm pretty sure a dog absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
He's been up mountains,
Paddleboarding.
paddleboarding the other day.
He comes on every adventure with us, and Mike's got a little backpack for him because he's quite old now and he can't walk too far.
I want him to be with us because I don't really want to just leave him in the van while we go off and do our things. So, you know, he's comfortable in the bag and he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just pulled the door up. When we're in like this, which is practically like 95% of the time, it's just obviously we can't just drop the side down wherever we are. We've put this window in. So basically this allows us a bit more light.
That's a godsend, this, because with it closed up, it's really enclosed in it, and I didn't like it at all, really, to be honest. I was obsessed with got to get somewhere where we can drop the side, and then the minute we got the window put in, I was like, doesn't matter where we park now, because we still see the view and stuff.
The view. So obviously this slides across, gives us a bit of good airflow. And we got a table to put our drinks on and eat our dinner.
What do people think of you when you tell them that you're living in a van?
They're really sort of supportive, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd say we've had mostly positive stuff. I think originally when I told my dad that I wanted to go off and rent the business out or sell the business and travel, he thought I was nuts because, you know, it's a good little business, and he was like, you know, you're mad, you're passing up on that to go out. And then, I don't know, he sort of mellowed around to it. And now when we see him, he's like, oh, I think you're doing the best thing. Like, I think, you know, you two have got it sewn up.
He's
the
really
way you're
happy.
living. Now he's really for it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's seen how happy it makes us.
Yeah. I think that you only live on this earth once, so if you're really into it and you really think that it's something for you, I think you should definitely go for it. If you've got the mindset of doing this, I think you've got the mindset of survival as well. So I think, like we've discussed this, haven't we? And we've said that we'll always be okay. We'll always find something. If things go wrong for us, we'll find a solution. So you just got to go for that mindset, really, and go for it. Do you think I could say go for it enough?
The immediate future for us is hopefully going to be 6 months on at work and 6 months off. We've just met up with a couple in Scotland that hopefully want to take the van on, which will be really good. And then I'd like to, if we settle into a good pattern of that, we'd be quite happy to do that for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Just work 6 months and travel 6 months.
Our long-term goal is to continue doing this lifestyle. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking around our van.
We're not on Instagram or YouTube in terms of the van, but we do have pages for our food van, Refuel, which you can find on Facebook and Instagram.
Whee! You guys-
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in there, and a big thanks to Mike and Trish for sharing the story with us and showing us around their van.
Make sure to check them out on the socials. All the links will be down below in the description. And if you want to see more content like this, then make sure you're subscribed. See you in the next one.